Characters, I like them to be alive and to evolve. I don't want to have too much of a fixed idea about who they are. I'd like to be open to that. I had really mixed feelings about the character. It was challenging. There were times where I felt great sympathy for him and a sadness for the conditions that led to a lot of his issues. But at the same time, I then would be repulsed by him. And so I found that challenging, and I liked it. There weren't any easy answers. It felt like it was just something that we rarely get to experience in most movies. I think the first bit of research that I started doing, just before I even said yes to the movie, was after I read the script. I started researching medication he was on, and looking at the side effects, and I was curious about what the side effects were. And one thing I noticed on the message boards is everyone was talking about these drastic changes in their weight based on medication. So it seemed like it was a necessary thing to do, but obviously it changes you, not only physically but mentally and emotionally. I think Arthur is somebody who's not satisfied in life, and he wants so much. And I think that hunger gave me that feeling. It was just a part of it. I mean, the first days are always uncomfortable. Really, all the days are tough, right? You have all this time where you've just been in a vacuum, kind of thinking about, imagining what it could be, coming up with these ideas. And then you get to the set and it's different than what you'd imagined, right? So nothing ever kind of matches what you think it'll be. And so I'd kind of, to be honest, I'd come up with this idea. I found this kind of reference of this kid on this video from the 60s, this kid who was undergoing psychiatric evaluation. I really based the character on that. And a few weeks into shooting, I realized that was the wrong idea. And I had to change everything. That was really, really rough. So the first day was a fucking disaster. Whatever I was doing when I was working was the character. I was steeped in that world the whole time, and my social circle was Todd, basically. As really the only person that I socialized with. And when we finished working, I would go home, and oftentimes I'd watch dailies from the previous day, and I would call him, and then we would talk about the scenes that we were doing the next day and the upcoming week. So I would go home from work and then talk to Todd for 2 or 3 hours every night, and then we would get to set early. And sometimes we would come in, and what we had talked about the night before, that the next day, the morning, we go, you know what, I don't know if we're feeling that anymore. Maybe we should try something else. So it became my life.
Can you please stop bothering my kid?
Sorry.
Arthur, I have some bad news for you. This is the last time we'll be meeting.
You don't listen, do you? You just ask the same questions every week. How's your job? Are you having any negative thoughts? All I have are negative thoughts.
And finally, in a world where everyone thinks they can do my job, check out this guy.
When I was a little boy and told people I was going to be a comedian, everyone laughed at me. Well, no one's laughing now.
You can say that again, pal.
It's so awful, isn't it?
For my whole life, I didn't know if I even really existed. But I do. And people are starting to notice.
You think this is funny? Is this a joke to you?
Murray, one small thing.
Yeah.
When you bring me out, Can you introduce me as Joker?
Send in the clown.